Everyone thinks nightmares are just random bad dreams, like you had a heavy dinner, a stressful day, or watched a horror movie too close to bedtime. But what if I told you your nightmares actually say way more about your personality than you think? It's not just random scenes, it means something. So buckle up, because I'm about to rapid fire through the 20 most common nightmares, what they say about you, and exactly how to stop them. 1. Being chased. You're running down a dark corridor, chest heaving and lungs burning. Your legs feel like lead, and whatever is behind you is gaining ground, but you're too terrified to turn around. What does this say about you? You are likely an avoider by nature. When real-life stress hits, your default setting is to dodge hard conversations, ignore problems, or let bills pile up. What should you do to make it go away? Face the monster during the day. Make a list of the top 3 things you are actively avoiding right now and tackle the smallest one first. 2. Falling. The ground suddenly vanishes beneath your feet. You are plummeting through empty, pitch-black air, your stomach is in your throat, and you're just waiting for an impact that never comes until you jolt awake. What's the psychological root here? You have a major control freak streak. When life throws an unexpected curveball or a project slips out of your hands, your brain panics because you can't dictate the outcome. How do you kick this out of your head? Practice letting go of minor things. Intentionally let a friend pick the restaurant, or leave a non-essential task unfinished for a night to teach your brain that the world won't end. 3. Teeth falling out. You try to speak, and suddenly your mouth feels like it's full of gravel. You spit into your hand and watch your teeth crumble into bloody, loose pieces right in your palm. What is this actually pointing to? You are dealing with deep insecurities about how others perceive you, or you're worried about losing your personal power. You might feel like an imposter at work, or worry you said the wrong thing to someone important. How can you fix this in the real world? Work on your real-world confidence. Write down 3 things you are genuinely good at, and if you have a lingering conflict with someone, speak your mind clearly and honestly. 4. Unprepared for an exam. You sit down at a school desk, open a test paper, and realize it's written in a language you don't even speak. Or you suddenly realize you skipped the entire semester. The clock is ticking loudly, and you are totally frozen. What is your subconscious trying to tell you? You are a high-achieving perfectionist. You set impossibly high standards for yourself and live in constant fear of failing the people who depend on you. How do you rewrite the script? Redefine failure. Remind yourself that your worth isn't tied to a flawless performance, and intentionally build relaxation time into your schedule. 5. Drowning. You're swimming, and suddenly the shore vanishes. The water pulls you under, your lungs ache for oxygen, and you are suffocating beneath heavy, dark waves. What does this say about you? You are emotionally overwhelmed. You've taken on way too much responsibility, and you are currently bottling up your feelings instead of asking for help. What should you do to make it go away? Start saying no. Take a hard look at your schedule, delegate tasks to others, and give yourself permission to vent to someone you trust. 6. Missing a flight or train. You are sprinting through an airport terminal, your bags are impossibly heavy, and you watch the plane pull away from the gate right as you arrive. What's the real-life trigger for this? You are plagued by severe FOMO, or deep regret. You feel like major life milestones or career opportunities are passing you by because you hesitate too much when it's time to act. How do you keep it from returning? Stop overthinking. The next time an opportunity comes up, whether it's a social invite or a new project, say yes immediately before your brain can talk you out of it. 7. Being paralyzed. You wake up in your actual bedroom, see a shadow moving in the corner, but your body is completely glued to the mattress. You can't even blink or cry out. What is this dream mirroring in your life? You feel completely powerless over a massive real-world dilemma. Someone else is pulling the strings in your life, and you feel like a passive spectator to your own fate. How do you snap out of it? Focus strictly on what you can control. Break your massive problem down into tiny, actionable pieces, and take one small step to protect your own peace. 8. Car out of control. You are sitting in the driver's seat, pressing the brake pedal all the way to the floor, but the car keeps accelerating down a dangerous hill. The steering wheel spins uselessly in your hands. What does this mean for your daily life? Your life feels like it's veering completely off track. You've lost your grip on your goals, and you're terrified of an upcoming crash. How do you fix it? Pull over in real life. Take a day off to reassess your current direction, strip away unnecessary stress, and get back into the driver's seat of your routine. 9. Loved one dying. You receive a horrific phone call or stand at a funeral, watching a partner or family member pass away. The grief feels devastatingly real. What does this say about you? This rarely means anything bad will happen to them. Instead, it shows you are terrified of change. Your relationship with that person is evolving, or you are scared of losing your emotional support system. What should you do to make it go away? Reconnect with them. Reach out, spend some quality time together, and verbally express how much they mean to you to anchor that bond. 10. House fire. You turn around and watch your home get engulfed in massive, roaring flames. Everything you own is turning to ash in a matter of seconds. What is this panic tracking? This is a red flag for severe burnout. Your mental stability and personal peace are being actively destroyed by daily stress. How do you put out the fire? Force yourself to take an immediate break. Unplug from your phone, step away from your work, and spend a weekend doing absolutely nothing demanding. 11. Natural disasters. A massive wall of water hits your city, or a giant black tornado appears on the horizon, ripping up everything in sight with nowhere to hide. What's the real reason you're seeing this? You are dealing with external chaos. You are facing unpredictable life changes, like sudden financial shifts or family drama, that you feel totally helpless against. How do you protect your peace? Build a mental shelter. Accept that you cannot control external events, and focus entirely on maintaining a calm, steady daily routine within your own four walls. 12. Monsters or demons. A literal demon, zombie, or shadowed monster is stalking you through a ruined building, its eyes locked onto you. What's the hidden meaning here? The monster is a stand-in for your own repressed trauma, bad habits, or negative traits that you refuse to face. How do you fight back? Stop running from yourself. Sit down and honestly confront the dark habit or past memory you've been ignoring, perhaps by writing it out or talking to a professional. 13. Getting bitten by snakes or spiders. You feel a sharp prick on your ankle, look down, and see a swarm of spiders or a snake slithering away into the grass. What does this say about you? You are dealing with a total lack of trust. You suspect someone in your inner circle is being deceitful, toxic, or actively plotting against you. What should you do to make it go away? Listen to your gut. Assess your relationships. Find the person who feels unsafe and distance yourself from them immediately. 14. Losing your voice. You try to scream at someone who is hurting you, but your vocal cords are completely paralyzed and nothing comes out but hot air. What does this say about your boundaries? You are letting people walk all over you to keep the peace, and it's quietly destroying your self-esteem. How do you get your voice back? Practice speaking up in small ways. Say no to a minor favor you don't want to do, and speak your truth even if your voice shakes. 15. Being late. You look at a giant clock on a wall, realize you are hours late for a wedding, an interview, or a flight, and you can't find your shoes. Why is your brain obsessing over this? You have chronic time anxiety. You are constantly comparing your progress to your peers and feel like you are falling behind in life's timeline. How do you calm the ticking clock? Run your own race. Turn off social media comparisons. Focus on your own daily steps and remind yourself that life doesn't have a rigid deadline. 16. Falling from grace or social shame. You are standing on a stage or walking through a crowded room when you do something incredibly humiliating and everyone starts laughing and pointing. What does this show about your personality? You have high social anxiety. You care entirely too much about what other people think of you, which is paralyzing your daily choices. How do you make it stop? Shift your focus outward. Remind yourself that most people are way too wrapped up in their own insecurities to care about or remember your minor slip-ups. 17. Getting lost. You are wandering through an endless labyrinth of identical hallways or an unfamiliar city at night, and your phone has zero signal. What is this confusion trying to tell you? You are at a massive career or life crossroads, and you genuinely don't know who you want to be or what step to take next. How do you find your footing? Just pick a direction. Action breeds clarity. So pick one small goal to pursue right now instead of staying paralyzed by choices. 18. Cheating partner. You walk into a room and catch your significant other with someone else, completely disregarding you. What does this say about you? This rarely means they are actually unfaithful. It usually means you are feeling neglected, lonely, or secondary to their job, hobbies, or friends lately. What should you do to make it go away? Plan a date night. Talk to your partner casually and let them know you've been missing them, and create some intentional time to reconnect. 19. Sinking into a dark void. You are floating or slowly sinking into a vast, pitch-black nothingness where there is no gravity, no sound, and no end. What's the emotional root of this nothingness? You are experiencing isolation or existential dread about the future, feeling completely disconnected from the world around you. How do you pull yourself back up? Ground yourself in reality. Reach out to a close friend, get outside into nature, or focus on a tangible physical activity that brings you back into the present moment. 20. Waking up inside a nightmare, false awakening. You wake up, turn off your alarm, brush your teeth, and start your morning routine, only to realize you are still asleep and have to wake up all over again in an endless loop. What does this say about you? Total mental overload. Your brain is so hypervigilant and stressed that it literally cannot find the off switch when you close your eyes. What should you do to make it go away? Build a solid wind-down routine, turn off screens an hour before bed, do some light stretching, or read a book to signal to your brain that it's safe to fully power down. Your brain gives you the exact data you need to fix your waking life. Next time you wake up panting, don't just shake it off. Figure out what you're avoiding and fix it during the day.